Amanda Smith.
We've all been there. Working or partnering with a business we don't really know, unsure of how they operate, what the process will be like, or even what to expect as deliverables or final output. For many up-and-coming businesses, that lack of trust or knowledge can be a real challenge. And without it, they struggle to convince customers to take the leap and work with them. So you know what I'm going to say, right? This is where content becomes your secret sauce, your secret weapon, because content gives them that information. It tells them how you think, what things look like, how you work, and gives them the confidence they need to say, yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is the support or the output that I need. And so when used strategically, that content really transforms the customer experience, makes it transparent, it builds that trust, and honestly makes it more collaborative. This is something that Cecilia Romero has mastered. As the founder of Miss 7x7, an event planning agency, she uses content to help her clients not only visualize their vision, but also feel confident in their decisions. For Cecilia, content isn't just about marketing the events that she helps with. It's about making the experience smoother, faster, and more enjoyable for the client on the back end. So I asked her, how can content improve customer experience in the B2B landscape? Here's what she had to say.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Hi, Amanda. I received your text message, and I truly believe that content is the unsung hero of a great customer experience, especially within the event planning and experience space. For me, inspiration, event, and experience-based content helps clients better visualize what's possible. When you can see the kinds of environments, details, and moments we create, it can make it easier for a client to articulate their own vision. And honestly, it just makes the process way more collaborative and fun. I currently have a client who sent me a Pinterest inspiration board, and it was super easy to just pull those images and send them off to my vendors as I am working through the quoting process. Content also allows the client to build trust before we even speak. So it can help set clear expectations, and not just of the final result, but the full range of capabilities at Miss 7x7 or really any other vendor out there that's doing something similar. The client can see, what our capabilities are. In our case, it's talent sourcing, vendor sourcing, creative direction to full-scale production. And with the content of us dropping what it's like behind the scenes when we make certain decisions, our clients get a sense for what it's like to work with us. I think this transparency can help save time and cut down maybe on some back and forth and just help make decisions come by a lot faster. Content can help maybe align and allow for less surprises and ultimately a more smoother experience for the client. At Miss 7x7, how we leverage content is really just to build trust with the audience. And I do think that great content will help someone feel something over time before they ever even think about reaching out or signing a contract. So through our website, Instagram, and my personal LinkedIn, I love sharing both the magic and the mechanics so clients get the behind the scenes look. They feel informed, excited, and supported from the very first touch point. Content is great because you're able to forward what you already have out there to a certain client. I pitched a band to a client that I had previously booked and had discovered when I was out at a public event. And I was able to forward them their Instagram content to my client's Instagram so they could see exactly who I was talking about, also visually what the experience looks like with the band at another event that I executed. Content is definitely helpful in terms of pitching vendors and showing them an aesthetic of what the end result can look like, because no two events are alike. I hope that answered your question, Amanda. Feel free to give me a text or a call back if you have any follow-ups.
Thank you for listening. Want your podcast to do more? Subscribe to Genius Cuts, because it's never just a podcast.